Choko already asking Baneblade yet. He's well aware of the fact that Tex is he's tier 3 and is clearly saving up for a Baneblade. And now Tex, playing with a completely open hand, says, yeah, I'm pretty close to a Baneblade. So, honestly, Choco's not I don't know. I don't know, man. Baneblades, the name of the game. Oh, no, he's going for a Lehman Russ battle tank instead. So tank it out on the field. I think these guys, again, are just kind of playing with the meta game. They know each other. They just want to kind of mess with each other's heads. I wanted to see a Baneblade, though, damn it. Oh, well. Honestly, I think a Baneblade would have been a lot better because all of Choko Bambus's anti-vehicle units right now are ranged, except for this one very wounded squad of Chaos Space Marines here. And the Baneblade does really well against ranged units, so, you know, having a single Lehman Russ out getting focus fired by Plague Marines seems a lot worse than having a Baneblade getting focus fired by Plague Marines. We got Chains of Torment going down once again, just kind of gripping all of these Ogrins into place here, giving a little bit of space here for some focus fire from the Noise Marines and the Plague Marines. Now it looks like the Chaos Sorcerer just kind of, you know, backing away a little bit, having scared off the Ogrins for the time being. Oh! Shooting right through, directly through his own troops, knocking them asunder. Oh well, that doesn't matter too much. But man, really pesky caps going on right now for Texaneous. Texaneous still in control of the right and the left-hand victory points. The score right now is 149 to 202. Choko at 202. Well, he's now at 200 now, but and depleting rapidly. So we'll have to see. Commissar Lord is just a brutal guy. Wow, Commissar Lord having no problem dispatching that Chaos Sorcerer in a nice little pseudo-sync attack there. And now moving on in with the rest of everybody. So we get to see the Lehman Russes on the battlefield right now, and he is getting the Executioner upgrade, which we will see popping in right now as he does have this Plasma Cannon upgrade here. Oh man, that is a glorious looking tank. Let me focus back in on the action though a little bit more. Since this tank is using that gun for purposes other than simply looking beautiful, he's also using them to knock apart Plague Marines. But as you can see, Plague Marines are focusing him a bit, but they're just getting knocked around. They're having trouble just kind of standing on their own two feet, and it looks like this Executioner upgraded Lehman Russ is doing an awesome job at just wrecking everybody. And now he's getting the extra armor plating. Wow. Okay, so we get to see a beast of a Lehman Russ on the field. Meanwhile, we have on the right-hand side these Chaos Space Marines just kind of taking a knee and grabbing this victory point here. Left-hand side of the map, looks like the Noise Marines are now being focused here by this Executioner Lehman Russ battle tank. And I want to see that thing fire again. Come on, knock them around. Go for it. Boom, 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 boom. Doing some pretty good damage there. They have got to get out of there, though. That is no situation you want to be in. Make sure to unset up that gun, though, before you leave. Poor Noise Marines sent running home. Chaos Space Marines now. Looks like trying. Oh, I thought he was going to just try and force some melee there, but instead he just kind of let them squeeze through. Oh, not the most important thing ever. Little details that count, though, sometimes. Here we can see the Chaos Space Marines once again, the Mark of Khorne upgraded ones, doing quite a bit of damage here to these Ogryn. Ogryn retreating away with 2 models left, and now our Lehman Russ is on the field with his extra armor. Extra armor now gone, however, and he's going to have to just start opening fire on these guys. So we've got double Plague Marines just kind of pouring into him, doing a reasonable amount of damage, and this is kind of what I was afraid of. But we have a creeping Basilisk barrage, and no, I'm sorry, that is just a straight-up bombing run. Bombing run coming in right now, just kind of knocking them back each direction. Plague Marines, though, tough as nails, still hanging around. Looks like the Lehman Russ is going to be okay for the time being, though, and getting on out of there.
So we're losing a victory point out there. Structure under attack. Orders, sir. Go ahead.
Got the Guardsmen right now, just kind of capping away here. Chaos Space Marines just trying to put some pressure on them. Oh, these Guardsmen leaving away, and I love the fact that every Guardsman squad now has a Commissar Lord so that they can take advantage of that anti-retreat ability here. So we're seeing a good amount of that going on.
They have 100 points, sir.
Commissar in the center, still being extremely tough, and now he's calling in that Emperor's Wrath ability. Boom, there we have it. Just kind of knocking aside those guys a little bit there. He is really tough, especially when he's calling down artillery on his own position practically. Ogryn's charging in, backing up the Lehman Russ. Lehman Russ taking a lot of damage, and it goes down! And that is exactly what I was afraid of, is that there were just too many Plague Marines on the field for that thing to last in too long. But, it doesn't matter. Texaneous is getting the Baneblade, just as I was hoping he would. So we have a Baneblade going to be on the field right now, and my God, I cannot get away from this Baneblade. I swear to God, I don't think it's being used more frequently or anything like that. It just happens to be in a lot of my replays recently. Looks like calling in some bloodletters here. Bloodletters putting some pressure on these Ogrins in the middle right now, but score is currently tied 1-1 with the victory points remaining being 139 for Texaneous as blue and 85 for Choko. During all of that, it looks like the Commissar Lord went down. These Chaos Space Marines being quite brutal in melee combat, especially with the bloodletters around. So Choko just about to cap all three, it looks like, having been also down here on the left-hand side. I see the remains of a Sentinel there as well. Texaneous really far behind, having lost a lot of good units recently. However, there is, ladies and gentlemen, a Baneblade on the field. So kind of all bets are off at this point. Baneblade with all of its bolters. It's got 3 twin-linked bolters, 2 last cannons, and both of those humongous Baneblade cannons on it. So we'll have to see what that's going to be used for. I'd imagine it's going to be pointed at a great number of Chaos units. Guardsmen marching around in full formation here. These are full 12-member squads with plasma guns, looking really good. And forcing melee with the, you know what, maybe they were just running straight through them, actually. That seems kind of reckless. They're going to take some losses there, being set upon that close proximity with a bunch of Plague Marines. Just trying to cap this point because they know they have to, because it was a 3 cap. Looks like the Baneblade is just going to sit here in the center for the time being, but honestly, Tex needs to cap some points, and he is. He capped the left point and decapped the right point, but is just getting murdered here. He's taking a ton of damage. 6 models already down for this Guardsman squad, so he was able to do that. He just kind of suicided that squad, maybe a little bit sloppy there. And now this is not a bad idea here. So we see the Chaos Space Marines engaging this Baneblade in melee, which is good because he can't use his special attacks, but it's bad because it is a Baneblade, and Baneblades have a million ways to kill you. All those twin-linked heavy bolters at close range, not good at all. Again, the Plague Marines trying their best to kind of fire away at range. If Texaneous just turns and fires his area of effect at these guys, he'll do a ton of damage. Or just shoots them directly. Either way, using either cannon seems to work. I'd expect another shot going right on top of those Plague Marines there, so he doesn't take too much damage. But these guys are continuing just to hack and slash away at him. They are getting suppressed now, though. Definitely doing a valiant effort here, but there are so many Guardsmen around. It's hard to kind of nickel and dime this thing too much, because it will just end up getting repaired every time you retreat away from it. And now we have that Wrath of the Emperor. No, I'm just kidding, not Wrath of the Emperor at all. That was just the second attack from the Baneblade. And as you can see, absolutely destroying that Plague Marine squad. So it looks like not a lot left here. Oh, was that warped out? I think that's what ended up happening there. I was trying to figure out why that guy ended up over there, but we do have... no, that's not possible at all. No, maybe he just warped it over there. So anyhow, Ogrins moving around, firing away like crazy, doing a ton of damage here, but just getting knocked asunder. And I think with the combination of the Chains of Torment and the Noise Marines, they're just going to be knocking these guys back and forth. Let's look at the victory points, though, because it's 13 points on the clock right now for Texaneous. Texaneous does have a double cap. He's got the center and the right-hand side. He needs this Baneblade, though. The Baneblade needs to sit on something and just own it. Wow, doing a direct shot right there at those poor Plague Marines, killing quite a few of them. We do have the Dark Flames going off right now. Sorry, the Warp Fire going off on top of those guys as well. The Plague Marines were trying their best to cap this point, but they're not going to be able to. The score is still tied 13-75 right now, and it's now 1-2. Choko has managed to decap the right-hand side point, but it looks like on the left-hand side, the Commissar Lord perhaps is going to decap as well. Nobody controls any victory points. It's 7-75 right now. Commissar Lord about to own 1 point, but it looks like Choko had to retreat away from that point because the opportunity of hacking away at a Baneblade in close combat presented itself. And of course, you always go for that. Looking on the left-hand side, it looks like the Commissar has just completed capturing that, and the Guardsmen have captured the center. So it is 2-0 right now, with Texaneous sitting at a measly 7 points, 65 points and counting down for Choko. Choko moving out now with his Plague Marines. He needs to cap some stuff here. He does not have a lot of time. Neither player has a lot of time. What do we have over here? We do have a Noise Marine squad. Perhaps Noise Marine squad going to try and ninja cap this victory point while these Chaos Space Marines with the Zinch upgrade are going to cap that. But no, they have to get on out of there because the Ogrins are pouring into them. Choko is counting down, though. He's at 35 points. That is not good. It looks like the Chaos Sorcerer trying to cap the middle, but again, we've got shots just pouring out of this Baneblade right now. Chaos Sorcerer going to have a real hard time living through that. He does decap the point. He is going to have to retreat. Is he retreating or just running away? Get out of there, Chaos Sorcerer, but that cap is not going to last for too long. And the poor Noise Marines here were trying to cap this point, but they are actually beaten to death. Totally beaten to death by these Ogrins, who are now recapping the point right now, and I believe this is going to be a good game for Choko. I think that was his last opportunity to hold on to this game, and Texaneous is probably going to threaten a 3-cap here very soon. Looks like he's just going to go for 2 and just kind of fight away. Guardsmen are going to have to get out of the way, though. We've got some nasty-looking dark flames going off on those guys, doing quite a bit of damage. They are, of course, retreating away while on fire, just losing models all over the place, you can see. But it doesn't matter. 10 points left for Choko. He has no possible way of capturing any of this. You can see all of these units are suppressed and just getting wrecked by this poor Baneblade, who's doing awesome stuff there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this cast. That was a live cast between Texaneous and Choko Bambus. Just kind of a fun little lunch game here. I'm going to go ahead and click continue. And just because I never do this anyways, might as well show through the screen a little bit here. And see the victory screen here in case anybody ever cares about points and that sort of thing. So I could just kind of click on through here. See Commander level 9 for Tex. Quite a bit going on there. Anyhow, again, fun little live cast. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Once again, I am Harlequin, and you guys have a good night.